Some videos are so satisfying, you just want to watch them again and again. And many of them are created by people who are simply doing their job. This synchronized hammering is almost as beautiful as synchronized swimming, although I'm not sure we'd want to see some of these guys in a swimming costume. You get the feeling that this guy may have unloaded 1 or 2 fridges before. Watching this guy lay a new warehouse floor is like watching someone ice a cake, although we here at Akimbo would never suggest eating this stuff. Also, have you noticed the complete lack of footprints? Those must be some high-tech shoes he's wearing. As you can see, having amazing hand-eye coordination isn't always limited to the world of sports. This guy does things with a chainsaw and axe that are much more useful than the average horror movie villain. We're not entirely sure what we're watching here, but the one thing we do know is that it's incredibly satisfying to watch. These guys are so in sync with each other, they make Disney's 7 Dwarves look like they have a terrible working relationship. When you've got the concept of teamwork down to a fine art. These guys can make the average army look positively unorganized. Luckily, they're only armed with suit jackets, not semi-automatic weapons. This is extremely satisfying to watch, but it's also going to be extremely annoying for the next golfers who come along. We're all used to seeing images of prisoners on a chain gang breaking rocks with sledgehammers, but if you want to work smart rather than work hard, then maybe you should take a few tips from this guy. Some people are artists with their chosen tools, and this guy is clearly the Leonardo da Vinci of, well, whatever those things are. For most of us, road construction is usually frustrating, but this road construction is just satisfying. Something tells me that this guy's amazing at Tetris. When this guy ran away from the circus, he had no idea his skills would be so useful in the construction industry. This is very satisfying to watch, of course, particularly because he's decided to do it before the audience arrives. Could this be any more satisfying? Only if a dog suddenly runs over and leaves a trail of paw prints. Here's an example of precision cooking. Even a robot in a chef's hat couldn't do better than this. If you want to make sure you get a good seat for an event, then try passing a few dollars to this guy. This guy might look like he's having a conversation with a nodding duck, but look how he works in harmony with this machine to flawlessly do his work. We here at Akimbo really appreciate this guy's ninja-level painting. And now here's someone else who makes road painting into an art form. Some more precision rock cracking here, but as precise as it is, you can never be too sure just when that rock's gonna crack. This digging style is 100 years old, but some things are so satisfying, they just never go out of style. This baseball bat painting technique is more satisfying than any home run. Who'd have thought that the words bus stop could be so pleasing? Once again, we here at Akimbo can always spot a ninja. And if a guy pruning trees with 2 swords isn't one, then we don't know who is. They say that time is money. Well, this guy's saving plenty of one to help make the other. Ever wanted to see someone skin a tree? Well, you've come to the right place. This is so enjoyable to watch that it's almost worth painting every window in the house. Before developing this technique, we have to assume that this guy consulted a physicist to work out the math. This is clearly what basketball players do to earn a little extra money. We're not sure what this genius contraption is, but it looks like it may have been designed by a supervillain. Look at how quickly these Formula One pit stop guys change tires. And then think about how long it takes you to do it when you have it flat.
Absolutely spot on. Valtteri Bottas didn't have to slow down any more than he was required to.
Ninjas don't tend to use machetes, but if they did, it would look a little bit like this. If this footage was taken 2,000 years ago, we'd be assuming these miraculous skills were being demonstrated by a very special carpenter from Nazareth. When a woman is this skilled with a knife, you probably don't want to upset her too much. Steer clear of her if you see her on Tinder. The rope skills on display here are enough to make any cowboy jealous. When work is busy, then gravity can wait. If you ever need your fingernails clipped in a hurry and have massive hands, why not ask this guy? Wow, this is satisfying. But then again, a moving staircase would probably be great for most cleaning jobs. Here's some more cowboy-level rope wrangling. Noodles are always satisfying to eat, but even more satisfying when you can watch them being pulled. This is what basketball might look like if it was played exclusively in Antarctica. Don't ever play these guys in Jenga. They'll beat you every time, even if they're playing backwards. This guy is a wizard at creating this Turkish street food, especially as he appears to be pulling them from nowhere. When your melon harvesting is so impressive, it almost becomes a sport. We're not sure what's more impressive here, his efficiency or the fact that he's still got 10 fingers. If you find it really satisfying to watch things get painted, then this clip might push you over the edge. Remember Mr. Miyagi telling Daniel that karate was all about balance? Well, he would have loved this guy. This guy lays out roof tiles like a blackjack dealer lays out cards. Doing this job all day long is likely to make you more than slightly dizzy. What's more impressive, the strength, the precision, or the fact that we're watching it without squealing with satisfaction? This guy clearly holds the title for world's scariest barman. When melon sorting becomes melon juggling with a hint of dance thrown in. This is just a glass circle of pure satisfaction. This is also what it looks like when the Incredible Hulk gets a haircut. This is very much a case of when food meets frisbee. You can even treat massively heavy objects with a delicate touch, if you've got the right skills. If you're the kind of person who enjoys throwing twigs into the river and watching them float away, then you might also enjoy this log barge doing it on a much bigger scale. You get the feeling that this guy is capable of completing any jigsaw puzzle within a matter of seconds. If only we could all make money as quickly as this woman counts it. This guy gets a 5-star review from Akimbo. Twice! One for his joinery skills, and once for recording an incredibly satisfying video. People very rarely describe a bus journey as satisfying. Watching people paint the words bus stop, however, is completely different. Imagine if you went to a hairdresser and they just grabbed you by the neck and shook you. When you've got a whole lot of trick-or-treating to do, you gotta find a way to be efficient. This is like a reverse version of whack-a-mole, and even more satisfying. At Akimbo, we're not experts on any kind of machinery, but we are gonna say you shouldn't get your fingers trapped in this thing. When you're so good at cooking, even liquid does what you tell it to do. This might look like a weird swamp from a horror film, but it also does a very satisfying paint job. This guy has managed to turn pancake making into art, almost literally. The most satisfying footage of window cleaning ever? Very possibly. Part daily work routine, part magic trick. This guy has the reflexes of a cat, although a cat doesn't have the thumbs to do the rest of his fast-paced job. No, this isn't footage of a road rage incident. This is the satisfying way you change a tire on a JCB. So, we're not entirely sure what this is, but don't you feel strangely compelled to watch it over and over again? If you've been well and truly satisfied by those clips, why not bring Akimbo some satisfaction by clicking subscribe?